So this is the Quest 3, huh? Okay, so it's been a while since I've recorded a video. Actually, I think I recorded one last week comparing the Quest 2 and the Quest 3. So I started the recording using the Quest 2, and then I switched over to the Quest 3, and then I went back and forth. And what I didn't realize was how tricky it was going to be to piece that video together. So that one's gonna take a while until I can actually get it out. But I do compare Quest 2 versus Quest 3, and one of the things I'm looking at is how much better the visuals are. I'm not going to talk too much about that in this video. You're going to have to wait for the other one. But I do want to jump in and talk about something, which is the fact that already it's version 72. So it says installed December 22nd. That's bullshit. I actually installed it a couple days ago. Currently it is the 22nd right now. So I'm guessing it just did another update. It just added some more stuff. But it did update on its own because all of those were checked, even though I hadn't checked them. I actually had turned them off. But I think this thing does whatever the fuck it wants. So let's see what this software update is. Keep in mind, I'm still very new to the Quest 3. I haven't had a chance to play with it too much. Some stuff has been going on. You know, it's been a rough couple months, and I just haven't done it. This is the other reason why I haven't done too many videos. I had tons of plans to make videos with this thing, but I'll just be honest with you, I didn't feel like it. And it's not like I'm lazy or anything, it's just, I really just did not feel like putting this thing on, making a video, talking, doing anything. Some of you might understand what I'm referring to. Again, it's been a rough couple of months. Now, we gotta do it. So let's see what this is. I will say, the Quest 3 does work better than the Quest 2. Just in general, works better. When you do the recordings, there's no pauses, there's no weird flickering. It just works. It does what the Quest 2 should do, or should have done, but that's neither here nor there. So let's see these release notes here. So one of the things that happens is when you turn on the headset, it actually says Meta Horizon OS now, which when I first powered this thing on, which I tried to record, by the way, it didn't work. But when I first turned it on, it didn't say that, it just said Meta like it normally does. But now it says something different. Now, what that actually translates to as in the operating system being different, I don't know. I don't see it. Maybe I still haven't got the full version yet. I really don't know. Everything looks the same. Everything looks the same as, at least with 71, except for that little change in the logo. But let's just read here. Maybe I should grab the controllers here. Which controller is this one? There it is. I did get my little, you can't see it obviously. I do understand that I have color pass through and I can record that, but I don't want you to see the inside of my house just yet. It's not ready. So this is what you're gonna get for now. But I did get the one that has, you know, it's just a little cover that has a little strap on the side. I'll be honest with you, I thought it was the one that extends it, like my Quest 2 controllers. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the description of the pictures on Amazon. No, they just cover exactly, but it works. It actually works. It doesn't need to be that much longer. Let's read. Gallery app for Horizon OS. With the new Gallery app, you'll be able to more easily view, manage, and share your Meta Quest or Meta Horizon Worlds captured media. If you own multiple Quest devices, which technically now I do, the Gallery app provides you with access to media you may have captured across all your devices. It will be even easier to view your spatial or panoramic media, uploaded media from the Meta Horizon. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. From the Meta Horizon mobile app, the Gallery app will be accessible from your library or linked from within your camera app. I'm sure that means something to someone. Not to me though. I don't understand what they're talking about. Hand tracking updates. We've made hand tracking more stable and responsive when navigating the universal menu and in apps, making it easier to interact with your hands in mixed reality. I haven't played too much with mixed reality just yet. Again, I haven't actually played with this too much to begin with. The cursor is now stabilized as you pinch your fingers together. I don't know. I honestly can't tell. It's not showing that little weird, like focused pinch thing that it used to do. You know, where it kind of has a little line coming out. This little dot doesn't move as quickly. So I guess that's what they mean. So making selections should be more accurate. I'll tell you right now, it's not. Not for me, and my hands shake way too much. So that's a me problem though. We also improved the responsiveness and stability of drag and drop interactions, like dragging a browser tab into a new window. Let's open up something. Okay. Huh. Cool. Still hate these hands. They're fucking ugly. But yeah, that's working. Of your Windows 11 PC, which I don't have. Later this month, some people can preview easily connecting their Quest to a Windows 11 PC. See, I never did that, even with the old one, because my computers, I have my laptop and now a computer desktop they're still too old. So I can't even test that. Once you're done the initial setup, all you have to do is look at your Windows 11 PC and you'll be prompted to pair. I'm sure that's gonna be world changing for a lot of people that actually use computers like that. I don't, so it unfortunately doesn't do anything for me. Facebook can go jump off a cliff. The new Facebook app for MetaQuest, I uninstalled it immediately. Any of these additional apps that they put in there, social media apps that they just put by default, I uninstalled immediately. I don't use them. But I guess, for some people. With version 72, we're adding the ability for you to watch your friends' stories as we work to bring the Facebook app for MetaQuest up to parity with its flat screen counterparts. Okay, so my understanding is the Quest 3, it seems, is not just a gaming thing, it's a try to use it all day thing. And I guess because of the way the pass-through is, it's not too bad. The pass-through makes it easier. I will say this, just before I started recording, I did put it on and walked around my house, and it's kind of a mixed bag, I'll be honest with you. If you've never tried it before, but all you have to go by are videos of people talking about it, it is the most advanced, amazing, mind-blowing, a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. Whatever they're saying is fucking bullshit. It is better than the Quest 2. Hands down, yes. But you're still looking through cameras, so there's still gonna be a lot of distortion. It is absolutely not going to look clean at all. Like, you're not gonna confuse it with looking through, just with the naked eye. And it still kind of has some bugs in it, but it's usable. It is very, very usable. And you can get used to it very quickly. So that is the distinction that I need to make. I can look at my phone as long as the screen is not like at the brightest setting, and I can use my phone with the goggles on. I can look at my computer screen and actually be on the computer, which I suppose that's mind-blowing. It's a big game changer for that. It means I don't have to lift up my headset to do certain things, and that's cool. I like that. But again, we gotta understand words have meaning, and if you overuse things and over-exaggerate things, that's how it loses meaning. If everything is amazing and mind-blowing, then you don't know what's actually going to be amazing and mind-blowing. You see something like this, or I see something like this, and I'm disappointed, because amazing means amazing, not everyday mundane stuff, slight improvement. But now I'm just bitching about YouTubers, which I do a lot, and I usually cut it out from the videos. Let's continue. Instagram, I don't use Instagram. Spark conversations with friends, I don't have friends. In your Instagram DMs on MetaQuest. Okay. Captions on calls. We have added the ability for people to turn on live captions with speaker attribution when they are on call. See, I still don't know how that works, the whole call thing with this. That's probably just my age. Travel mode now has an indicator on the universal menu to help you know when travel mode is turned on. I do have to try that, but I don't travel too often. But I would like to test that out. Track physical keyboards. We're making improvements to our keyboard tracking for Quest 3 and Quest 3S devices to track more physical keyboards than before. We are moving away from tracking specific keyboard models to a more generalized solution. That sounds cool. That sounds more convenient to the consumer. Not to me, of course, because I'm not going to use it. But, you know, it kind of sucks if you have a keyboard and you can't use it because you have to get a certain keyboard. Additionally, a pass-through cutout will show the keyboard when you're in the immersive Horizon home environment, allowing you to work productively in mixed reality. I hear that a lot. Working in virtual reality. How? How does one do so? I mean, I would assume it's if you work on a computer, but I don't see anyone using this while working if they're not on a computer. So I don't really see the appeal. And how do you use this to be more productive? If anything, I would assume this would just be a distraction and you would rather just take the fucking thing off and do your job and then put the thing back on when you want to play around. I don't know. Maybe my aging brain, I am 42 years old. Maybe my aging brain just can't keep up with this. Linking improvements from Windows. Links from Windows are now more consistent and predictable, ensuring smoother and more reliable navigation across your experience. Again, I don't know what they're talking about. Boundary improvements. Okay, this is something I want to know. In version 72, when booting into VR Home, you'll get an automatic stationary boundary. Yep, that's what happened. When users enter a VR app, a room scale boundary is triggered. You won't be prompted to find or create a boundary if one is already set up. MetaQuest will automatically detect and use the boundary set up near you. About the boundary, so I doubt you can see it, but there is a circle around me, which seems to disappear when I look down for some reason. Gotta look at it just the right angle. But there is a little circle telling me that it's a stationary setup, which I don't know why it does that. I was under the impression that the MetaQuest 3 was like this super advanced thing that you put it on and you just look around your room and it magically scans your entire room and does everything on its own. And then I put it on for the first time and I saw this, you know, it's scanning, but it didn't really do anything. It didn't set up a boundary for me. It didn't make a difference. Now, I didn't get a chance to really play around with it, test it out, but that kind of disappeared now, because now when you put it on, if it already has something saved, then it just kind of does that. Otherwise, it just goes straight into stationary. And then you have to set up the boundary yourself, which I don't understand why it's like that. But now, let's just see what 71 was all about. So, because from what I could tell, 72 didn't change anything. At least nothing that I can notice. A little bit with the hand tracking. Seems a little bit better. But let's see what 71 brought out. We've redesigned settings in MetaQuest to be more clearly organized. Oh, you mean the way you fucked everything up. And I only can say that now because after I've used this a few times, I still can't get the hang of it. I'm still constantly searching to try to find something that I already knew where it was before, where I could just click on it. And now it's like, where is this? I can't find it. I'm sure the more I play, the more I use it, the better I'll get at it and the more used to it I'll be. But god damn it, if it worked before, why'd you change it? That's just a complaint. We've also improved the search function in case you want to search for specific settings. I gotta look into that. Calendar can help you keep track of your schedules through integrations with Google and Outlook calendars, as well as entry points to access Horizon events and workroom meetings. Where the fuck is the calendar? I might just be dumb, but where is the calendar? I see no calendar. Maybe under settings? I guess I would have to get out of here. Well, we'll take a look at that later. Oh, and if you're wondering, when I bought the headset, not only did I get the Black Friday deal with Batman, I got a $100 gift card, which just meant that I had $100 Quest Cash, I think they call it now. So I used it to get Metro Awakening, which was on sale for like $5 off. Ember Souls, which I think was $10 off. Asgard's Wrath, which is like $20 off. And I think I got a couple of little things that go with some of this stuff. Nothing major. But basically I got these three for free. That's basically what I got since it was on sale. I wanted to get Behemoth as well as one other one, but I kind of want to wait till they're on sale. I'm not gonna rush to get these new games. The reason is I have all these games. These are just what I have installed, if I show you all of them, I have games I haven't even played yet. That one, I haven't touched that one yet. I haven't touched that one yet. I don't even know what this is. This is probably something I'll download it for free or something just to check it out. Yeah, there's a lot. Haven't even installed that one yet. Same with this one and this one. So yeah, I got a bit of a problem, and that problem is I have all these games and I just don't even have. I think that's the problem. I have so many, I don't know which ones to play. And then I kind of just, it's like when you're trying to watch something on TV, you spend an hour looking for something and then you just get bored and you just turn it off. And then you go to bed. Kind of same thing. I do want to play one of these two very soon, if I feel up to it. But let's get back to this. I gotta look for this. As soon as I close this, I gotta check out that calendar, see if it's there. Remote desktop and quick settings. I can't check that. MetaQuest link app updates. Can't check that. The volume mixer, that's what came up. So that was cool. That's about the only thing I think that was different. I gotta check what I did with the Quest 2, where you put a window somewhere over there and then you kind of walk away from it and just see how it sounds. But it doesn't seem to work as well when you have headphones on. Like the actual built-in speakers make it work really well. But I can't do that and record a video because the sound from the headset is going to bleed into my microphone. And then you're going to hear an echo. And it's going to sound like shit. So I guess I'll just try that on my own and see how it sounds. You will now see a miniature representation of your scanned environment after completing a scan of the room. Oh, I thought that was just by default on the Quest 3. I didn't know. So one of the first things I saw, which I thought was awesome when I recorded my first impressions, was it shows you a little, they say mini representation. It's a floor plan. They show you a 3D floor plan. Like if you ever, I don't know if they still teach this in high school, technical drawing, where they show you how to do blueprints and such. So it's like a 3D rendering of a floor plan of your room. And then it just asks you if this looks about right. And if it matches your room, you say yeah, if not, it'll rescan the thing. Which I thought was cool, but that was about it. So 71 and 72 really they don't bring anything that changes much. So I assume that the new operating system was just that they changed how the layout was. And I've been told repeatedly through comments that no, that's not what it is. It's something else. What is it? Is it something I can't see? Is it something that is like behind the scenes and it's just making everything better? If so, then I don't know. I got nothing to compare it to. But so far, yeah, that's what's going on. Now let's play with the hand tracking a little bit. It does work better. Like as soon as you put the controller down, aim it down, it goes straight into hand tracking. And I mentioned this in the previous video that I recorded where I compare the Quest 2 and the Quest 3. It just works better. So I'm recording right now and everything is normal. Like if I'm just playing without recording. Whereas when I do this on the Quest 2, it fucks everything up. So having windows open like this while recording on the Quest 2, the world is just jittery and pixelated and just it's awful. And to some degree it can make it impossible to actually do a recording. Had that issue when I recorded Propagation Paradise Hotel. When I recorded that, I had to start all over again because I couldn't even play the game because they have these tutorial like windows pop up in front of you, and when they pop up while you're recording on the Quest 2, like I said, the whole world becomes distorted. So it makes it very difficult. This doesn't do that. So basically, the Quest 3, for all intents and purposes, is what the Quest 2 should have been. By that I mean the Quest 2, if I had to describe it, should have been just the prototype. The thing that never actually made it into the hands of the consumer, but was just something that was an early model before they get the final product, which would be the Quest 3. Take that however you want to take it, but we still don't have this thing where they said you could point and pinch and it'll teleport you. Still can't do that. Still need the controllers to move around within this space. Oh, I do have one more complaint, and to me it's a big one. So with version 71, I believe. It could have been earlier, but when I was playing around with the environment, and this is even on the Quest 2, when I went into here, see those skyboxes? They were different. They were new. They were nice. One of them was really nice, and it fit perfectly. And then all of a sudden, 72 shows up, and we're back to this bullshit. This old, I mean, they're not, don't get me wrong, it's pretty, but this is the old one. What happened? Where is it? Where are the old new ones that were pretty? Like prettier. They just, I don't know, I guess with the change it did this. Hopefully they bring them back. But hopefully they do more than just bring them back, but just have more. Why limit it to 3? And why take these out to put the other 3? Just put all of them. It makes no sense. But I don't know. What I do know is that so far what Update 72 has done, even though I saw videos about it where they were saying it's gonna be game-changing. They said it was gonna be game-changing. I'm assuming what they're referring to when they say game-changing, and what those particular YouTubers are referring to is the computer stuff, the ability to connect to your computer. Because most of these YouTubers are PC gamers. I am not a PC gamer. I am barely PC literate. I use it for work, and it's not even that special. I use it for Zoom meetings, I use it for email, I use it for making documents. That's it. I don't do anything special. I do not game with it because it is not a gaming computer. And I don't have the intelligence to even know where to start when it comes to computer gaming. And I'm just not gonna bother. That's why I was always a console person, because it's all just built for me. I just buy the game, I put it in, I play the game, I turn it off, rinse and repeat. And it's simple because I'm simple, and that's how I like it. But I think this is, again, going to be for those that can do these things with these computers, which means it's not really for me, but that's okay. I think that's what I'm gonna call it. I don't know how long I've been recording. So far, that's what I got for you. That's software update, version 72, as well as a little bit of a hint of my first impressions of the Quest 3. Full video will be out, but if you're interested in that, just stay tuned. It'll come out when it comes out. I will give you a little teaser. It's not as flattering as you might have expected it to be based on what other people say. I'm very critical of it. I put them side by side, but again, that's for another video. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe, leave a comment. With any luck, I'll see you in the next video. And until then, take care.